25th of April every year, we honour our soldiers on ANZAC Day. The Australian New Zealand Army Corps was forged in the fire of Gallipoli in World War One. But this forged our cultural identity. It forged an identity that cherishes mateship, it cherishes hard work, and it cherishes humbleness. Humbleness is, for me, a double-edged sword. Whilst we're both taught as a young kid to be humble in defeat and our success, it sometimes keeps us silent when we should be talking. It's an unfortunate statistic that more soldiers have killed themselves with suicide than have died in the combat theatres overseas since the beginning of the Afghan war. We don't seem to hold that same reverence for the soldiers that go overseas and serve our country in the efforts to rebuild other people's countries that we once did. And I call out for you this ANZAC Day to support our troops. Support the people who are out there trying to make this world a better place and are in the face of human misery and suffering every day, and who are themselves going through very difficult times. Spread the message that we respect them, we honour them, and we thank them for their service. And if they need it, they can rely on us to talk to and have a shoulder to cry on, the shoulder to rest on if they need it. They don't have to carry the weight all on their own anymore. So I wanted to say a big thank you to all our troops, to all the other troops across the world who are serving currently, and for anyone who might be going through a hard time, because I personally respect you, and I hope that you will seek help if you do need it. What's up guys, Chris here from Vo-Gus Prospecting. Today I am out on a little creek that I pulled some mad gold out with Steve, and you didn't get to see that on video. We're just out here having a lot of fun, and I've come back to try and finish that spot. We should get some awesome gold. And more importantly though, it's the day before ANZAC Day, and I've got a bit of a message that I want to give everyone out there because I think it's very important, and I hope you'll help me in spreading it. What is the plan, I hear you ask? Well, the plan's pretty simple. It's actually really cool. About a year ago I came here and I dug out a whole heap of dirt from just this spot hard up against this bedrock wall we've got here, and I pulled out some alright gold. It looked good, but then many things happened and I never came back. Well, I came back the other day with Steve. Steve wanted to see one of the crocs working, and I said, I know a spot, we'll go out and I'll show you. And I dug this hole out. Now this is a considerably bigger hole, but as I tracked the gold from over here to over there, it got better. So there was a little bit here, there was about, I don't know, 10 or 15 specks per 10 litre bucket, and then as I got over there it sort of hit 20 and 30 specks over by that wall, and I haven't quite bottomed out. So what I want to do today is just finish it off. I want to yabby pump off the bedrock once I hit it, and I want to work along this wall because I know the gold's going to be the best up against there, and that's because the pressure systems in flood will be pushing everything this way, especially with these obstructions that we've got just here, and it's going to be hopefully lined with pretty shiny speckaroonies. I actually just decided something. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the concentrates from out of the sluice about every 20 shovels or so I don't accidentally, have the sluice float away or some disaster before me, into that bucket, and then I can do it all at the end in one hit. What do you reckon? That's a pretty good idea. We'll see all the speckaroonies at once. I know, gold. Oh, look at it! Look at the bit of gold! Wow! That is definitely a speckaroonie. I'm totally cleaning it. I'm not even going to dump any more dirt on that. That's the best bit of gold I've seen out of this creek. To hell with the rest of it. Check it out! Ah! Speckaroonie! Safely in the bucket. It's funny when that happens. Like, it's like the world's biggest bit of gold, but it's the biggest bit of gold I've seen on this creek, and that gets me really excited. Yeah, cool. We'll keep digging. Maybe I'll take a break. I might take a break. I'm a little bit excited. Let's just sit down and, like, I don't know, do some lock picking or something. I'm at a stage where I need to yabby pump from the bottom of the bedrock into a bucket and then tip it down the sluice. We've only got one bucket, so I'm going to have to process what's in that bucket that I've been saving up over the last 3 runs. We'll just get whatever's in here out quickly, and then we'll be good. This is the gold that we got from about 45 shovels. That is not too shabby, is it? Including that nice little chunk down the bottom there. Oh, I'm real happy with that. So again, not much, but we're going to yabby pump off the bottom. We know that yabby pumping usually produces the best results once you're on the bedrock. So I'm hoping that will improve, and we've got a lot more dirt that we can work. Check that out. I think we got this out of 2 buckets worth of dirt. So 20 litres of dirt for that many specks. There's a lot of micro specks that you're not going to be able to see on the camera there. I actually have my sluice set up a hell of a lot flatter to catch those micro bits. A lot of you might be wondering why it's not self-clearing, and it's simply because I've reduced it to make sure that I do capture the fine gold. That's what I'm used to on this creek. That tells me that it's probably not worth continuing yabby pumping, and I'm way better off digging at this stage until I hit something that is dead solid and not breaking apart. Bit of a catch up for you. I dug down to the very bottom right there. Now the very bottom is what we call a false bottom, which looks like this. This is a false bottom. It's lots of bedrock that's decaying and breaking up into what is essentially clay. This rock has fallen in on top of it. This wasn't sitting on top of it. It's just something that's rolled in from my hole. So that there actually starts its life like that there. And the problem with this sort of bedrock is, unless you have spray bars or a puddler or something to break up that clay, because it's very dense, it's very difficult to process. I have broken a few of those clumps up in my pan, did not get much of a result, so I'm going to choose to leave that false bottom alone. Instead, I'm pushing further across. So I started the hole about here, and I've since pushed across that way. I have seen some nice specks of gold down the sluice, so with any luck, there will be a good bit of cleaning out, and the paste streak will continue down, and it will keep continuing up. And one day when I come back out here with a high banker, we'll work that false bottom. While I've got you as a captive audience here sluicing some gold, I wanted to quickly talk to you about my Patreon account. I started up a Patreon account not too long ago, and every second month I'm giving away a jar of pay dirt and one of my books to anyone who jumps on board. It doesn't matter your donation size, all of it will go towards supporting this channel and making it grow bigger and better for you guys, where I'll be able to do more giveaways for free, like we are for ANZAC Day, where Gold Claw have jumped on board and given us a panning kit. There's more information about that in the description below. But if you sign up to Patreon, for Vo-Gus prospecting. You could win one of those things every second month, and Croc Gold have just jumped on board as well to offer up a gator sluice that you could take home for being a patron of Vo-Gus prospecting. Right, back to sluicing. I don't know if you're going to be able to see him, but there's a little speck of maroon just chilling out on the grizzly bar. I'll put you on there and maybe you'll be able to see him. I learned a great thing from Pete, and it's really obvious, and I think I want to pass it on to you guys because it will make your gold takes at the end of the day much bigger. On a day where I don't film, I normally go home with more gold than what I do when I do film. And the simple reason is I can get more shovels in. And Pete's a firm believer of while you're on the creek, don't worry about like finally tuning down your gold and getting rid of all the black sand. Take it all, because you can dig while you're on the creek and you can clean while you're at home. It's that simple. So that's what I did. I put the camera down for a bit and went like absolute hell. Dug out a lot of dirt from over there. I've got all that dirt in a pan. I'm going to pan it out, find out what we got. That wasn't bad, that was alright. Look at this. Oh yeah, that's some beautiful looking gold. I like this spot. Like it's not a huge amount of gold per run, but it's nice and consistent. The hole is continuing. Like I could dig underneath all my big pile of rocks that I stacked up on top of where I need to dig, and obviously all the way back here, and then Yabby pumping off the false bottom. I'm going to get even more gold. I reckon there'd probably be a gram sitting here, a gram or two, easy. That's about it for me today, guys. I've had an awesome day out here on the creek. I even found a little chunkaroonie, something a little bit smaller than a picker, but a little bit bigger than a speck. I'm going to call it chunkaroonie from now on, like mac and cheese, but gold. I had an awesome time digging this hole. It was really cool to see the type of dirt that came out through a bigger yardage test, and I'm looking forward to coming back and obviously continuing the hole and getting some more gold out of it. I reckon I could net maybe 1 or 2 grams out of this little area, and I'm going to enjoy every second of doing it. Talking about ANZAC Day, I just really wanted to put that message out there that we have to look after the people who are doing our country a huge service. This doesn't just go for Australia and New Zealand, but it goes for worldwide. There are people out there who put their lives on the line every single day. Police officers, ambulance, fire services, and our military to keep us safe, keep us well, and keep us protected, as well as the efforts that they go to rebuild other people's countries and other societies that have been affected by natural disasters and war and a whole heap of other things. And the least we can do is push our ANZAC spirit to the max when it comes to helping them deal with mental illness. It's all about mateship, so help a mate out, ask them how they are, and make sure that they and yourself are okay. All right, I'm out of here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you like my channel, and give this video a like and a share if you will, because that helps me grow the channel better for you guys. Remember to check out the description. There's usually information in there that is not in the video. As always, thanks for watching. Check out this gold, and I'm out.